Welcome back to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at the massive Christmas sale on at the Nintendo Switch eShop. Now as always, I'm going to be covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. In this video, any price goes. I've got plenty though of budget videos and deals videos still live. Find those in the pinned comment below. So with that then, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we will do here. Join our growing family. We're quickly approaching 35,000 subscribers to close out 2021. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. So as always then, I have two winners to announce for two $10 eShop gift cards later in the video and two more to give away. Now all you need to do to enter, drop a comment down below and the winners, they'll be announced in next week's video. We also have the Nintendo Switch OLED giveaway happening right now. We'll talk about that a little later in the video. Expect this one then to be quickfire, 20 games, and of them 16 I've reviewed here on the channel. I'm pretty proud of that, so I'll be putting a note in the top left of the screen and you can find them in the pinned comment down below. So first up, Hades, we're going big to kick things off, a new low price here with 35% off. I think it's fair to say this doesn't need an introduction at all. The king of the roguelike world, it's from Supergiant Games, who have an incredible library to their name at this point, but it's for sure one of their best. Think an isometric action adventure all about mastering its selection of weapons, enemies and boss moments, and it's topped off with an incredible soundtrack. The game then, it's challenging, that is for sure, and the story, it's surprisingly strong as you're trying to escape hell. Rain on Your Parade now then is a great little adventure puzzle game with a new low price, 25% off. You're a cloud, you're trying to make your way to the mystical land of Seattle, basically this place where clouds rule. The idea, complete objectives by raining on this world. It's simple stuff, but it packs a ton of charm, this one, and what surprised the most, the influences and the nods to gaming history, for example a world with a Metal Gear Solid vibe. Pokemon fans, then I strongly recommend Nexomon Exctinction. It's a clone for sure. Sometimes the Nexomon designs, they can be maybe a little too close to their influences. That said though, great gameplay, a nice world to explore, a unique story set around a Nexomon that wants to take over, and some cheesy but decent dialogue. It's got a surprisingly adult tone to it, although on launch it needed a patch given the opening was pretty brutal in its difficulty curve, but all is good now and it's a new low price, 40% off. The white Nintendo Switch OLED giveaway continues, and this is your fourth of 5 opportunities to enter. Now I've linked the previous 3 opportunities down below in the pinned comments. All you need to do though, drop a comment down below. I am keeping it that simple. For runners up as well then, we have 20 codes thanks to Red Deer Games, and we'll be announcing the winners next Saturday the 1st of January. A nice little relaxed experience then, Beyond Blue. I covered this one recently. It's interesting, this one. An underwater adventure, you are investigating the local wildlife or giving a talk to local students. There's for sure that element of education in here. It was created in conjunction with the BBC, but I enjoyed its short story. It's right around maybe 3 hours. A new low price though of 30% off. Very simple stuff, and it's backed up then with a solid soundtrack. Button City then is another one that's got a relaxed vibe, an adventure around a group of kids that want to stop their local arcade from closing down. What that means is a whole lot of exploration and dialogue, but I enjoyed its kind of wholesome spin on things. It mixes in then exploration, minor arcade action, and then the world is unique. It's isometric single screen locations, they can be rotated and freely explored. It's a new low price, 30% off. Steel Assault then next is for the retro fans out there, a run and gun experience where you are out to save the day from a nemesis and get revenge. You are Taro Takahashi and you are a badass with an arsenal of weapons and a grappling hook that doubles as a zipline. It's naturally light on story, but the pixel work is solid, bosses often fill the screen, and it's short but for sure punchy. It's around an hour to 2 maybe on normal difficulty. Of course, so you can dial up that difficulty. I just wish this one had local co-op, it feels like it would have been perfect for it. Rustler then is for the old school GTA fans out there, that top down kind of viewpoint, though I will say here more isometric. It throws you into the medieval times though you set out to make a name for yourself. For sure it captures the lewd sense of humour you would expect from early days GTA, and the script, it is kind of heavy-handed, but it's definitely entertaining. I had some issues I gotta say, got stuck in the environment a few times, a few minor glitches here and there, but nothing game breaking and I walked away having a good time. It's a new low price then, 40% off. Inertial Drift then is for race fans. I wasn't a huge fan honestly. That said though, one thing it got very right, its control scheme. It's twin stick racing that mirrors the drift actions perfectly, and I hope we do see more of it. It also looks fantastic with its cel shaded style. What I didn't like though, the story is weak, everyone's best friends in this world, which gives the racing no kind of weight, and then your competition, they're ghost cars, you can zip right through them, which hurts the intensity. A new low though, 40% off. Curse of the Dead Gods then with a new low price as well, 30% off. We opened with Hades, which is for sure one of the very best in the genre, but this is for sure a nice alternative. Here you're exploring a temple of sorts, and it's light on story, but it does get the combat right. It's been the title curses. As you pass from room to room, you gradually get more cursed, which impacts your hero most times for the worst. Think like maybe your health will gradually drop. It's rocking a real nice cel shaded look though. The main thing I didn't like with this one, the weapons, they are randomly generated, so you can't really focus on mastering one. Chronos Before Ashes then, again not a perfect game, but it is a new low price, 30% off. It's a very good starting point for those new to the world of Souls-likes, mainly because honestly it's not too challenging. The spin on gameplay here though, with each death you age, your strength grows weaker as you get older, but your wisdom and magic get stronger. That's very cool, and it started life as a VR exclusive. This one though, it's a sequel to Remnant, though no experience there needed, and generally I thought the world was unique and I thought it ran well on the Switch as well. It's short though, maybe 6 to 8 hours. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus then wasn't one I reviewed, but I did play it at launch and I was impressed. Not usually into visual novels, but I found this one unique. You join this club, it's kind of poetry, you'll be picking keywords for them. You're trying to basically find out which character you will fall for, but things get dark very quickly. Now just be warned with this one, it's extremely adult with its themes, you wouldn't want your kids around it. It also has a really well done ending, but the less you know the better. It's a new low price, 15% off. Astalon then, same thing, I was sent a review copy, couldn't quite fit it in time unfortunately, and that's a shame because it's extremely strong work. It's retro in style for sure, and it's an action platformer where you need to get through a tower to save your village. 3 playable characters though, each with their own unique skill set. You will need to leverage that skill as well to kind of advance in its progression. It really surprised me though with its depth, and I highly recommend it. It's currently a new low price then with 30% off. My pickup of the week then, Death's Gambit Afterlife. I played the original release on the PlayStation or the Xbox, one of the two, and this is the expanded edition. Really looking forward to getting back into it though. I'm hearing great things around the additions and the performance. If you have played it though, as I said, I can't necessarily recommend it, but maybe you'll want to join me for the ride, but let me know what you thought of the game in the pinned comments. And this one, for everyone else, it's a 2D RPG action platformer. It's a new low price then with 20% off, and what I remember from my original playthrough, the combat here is fantastic. Cris Tales then is for the RPG fans out there, a real unique one this, where you can see 3 timelines at once, the past, the present and the future. And this, it's a device for combat and exploration. Think someone with a shield, you can do let's say a water attack on them, then you throw them into the future to see the rest take effect. I loved the visual style as well though, the story was decent as was the exploration. My main issue, holy load screens near non-stop and they end short. My understanding, a patch was added, but I can't comment on how well it, combated the issue. 50% off though, no question, it's a new low and a fantastic price at that. BloodRayne Betrayal Fresh Bites then released recently, and it comes from Way Forward of Shantae fame. It's a remastered release this one, but I really enjoyed its 2D action platformer spin on the character. You're on a final mission though, you're leading a group of soldiers to battle it out with who is your father, but it's fully voice acted, which definitely brings things to life. The combat and platforming is solid throughout though, there's just a few flying moments in here that I didn't enjoy all that much. 25% off though makes a new low price. Our first winner of the week then, Ray Rogers, who shouted out RE being a masterpiece, and you all know already, I absolutely agree. Congrats Ray, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, a second winner coming up shortly in the video. Loop Hero then I reviewed recently, and I love this game. It's matching the low price, this one 10% off, but you can sink a ton of time into it and easily get your money's worth. I know a few had a fair few weird little crash issues, but not for me. The gameplay, you don't control the hero though, rather the world around them, and it's about weapon and equipment management alongside placing cards to evolve this world. All of these actions, they level up your hero. It's kind of hard to explain quickly, so watch the full review in the pinned comment down below. Neo The World Ends With You then finally gets a new low price. It's a real nice 50% off. Now I know many out there were waiting on this one to drop even more. I think this is probably the point where it's just steep enough for many people to get behind it. It looks stunning on the Switch though. First of all, the cel shaded visuals, they do not disappoint, and here we are returning to the Reaper games. It's one I do recommend though, watch a full review on honestly. I didn't cover it myself, there's a lot going on in here though, so I've linked SwitchUp's video down below. Maybe check out that first, then go part with your cash. Into the final 3 games of the week then, starting with Dusk, a retro first person shooter. I loved it. It was a shame that the online multiplayer was missing from the Switch build, but the single player experience, it did not disappoint. It's understandably though light on story, but throws you into what is a world of demons, cults and a whole lot of weaponry. It's pretty bite-sized in its level design, but there's a lot here to uncover, and it even packs a survival mode which I thought was absolutely fantastic. A new low price, 25% off. Our penultimate game of the video then, Ultra Age. I think it's fair to call it a surprise hit to 2021. A third-person action-adventure with a dash of RPG. Think almost Devil May Cry in its combat, fast-paced so it throws you into a futuristic world. You're overcoming a threat that's determined to take you down. The game though, it really comes into its own with a variety of blades to use and a time system around the environment. It looks decent as well, just be warned, this is surprisingly challenging and a few of the boss moments I'd describe them as brutal. It's pretty much so all out from the opening moments. A new low price, it's not a big discount, but 10% off. Our second winner of the week then, Puma, who commented on the EU pricing and my pleasure. It was requested early in the channel's life. It's been a mainstay now for near 2 years. Appreciate you watching though and congrats on the win. Everyone else then, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. That also of course then doubles up for your chance to win that Nintendo Switch OLED. Our final game of the video then, Death's Door, and what a gem this is, 25% off, that marks a new low price. I get Zelda vibes from this one, old school kind of isometric Zelda that is. Here though you are a crow who collects souls for a job and you move between 2 realms. One your home, kind of black and white, the other let's call it the real world. In the real world you age and can die and you find yourself now stuck here after a thief takes the soul you need. Get out there, find the soul, take down a ton of creative boss moments and face a whole host of enemies, exploration and puzzles. It's something special this one and well worth your time. And that is the week down. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas no matter what you were doing, and with that a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here, join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.